You're live.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Okay. Mr. Stockin?
Present.
Mr. Fanton?
Here.
Mrs. Burdick? Here. Mr. Demick?
Here.
Mr. Havey?
Here.
Mr. Healy?
Here.
Mr. Ricky?
Here.
Mrs. Root? And Mr. Harris. 7 present, 1 absent.
Approval of the audit. It was on your desks and emailed to you. We have a motion.
Benton will move it.
Healy will second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's carried. If I can have your permission since, do you want to do it, Mr. Boyd? Okay. I was looking for the county administrator who probably literally is out to lunch, not figuratively.
She had to attend another meeting with the folks from NISAC. What we have in front of you now is a memorandum of explanation for the purchase of 4 buses from the ARC of Steuben County. We have received, Allegheny Steuben, we've received permission from New York Department of Transportation to move forward with the purchase of these buses. They are 4 buses for $20,000 or $5,000 each. We will be able to immediately infuse them into our existing fleet, take some pressure off of some of our older buses that we have that may need to be retired and or put out to pasture, so to speak, so we can hold them in reserve. Gwen is here in the event that you have any questions for this, but this is a pretty good deal. All of these buses are less than, I think the highest one is 14,000 miles, and they are 5 and 6 years old. So a good operation, and again, will be a big assistance for us as we move forward.
Could we have a motion?
Benton will move it.
Healy will second.
Questions? James?
So we're buying them not to replace anything, but just to add to the fleet?
We will probably retire, Gwen is here, we can talk to her, but we do have a couple that are on their last wheels, so to speak, that we'll be able to put them into place, into operation.
And how many years do you think they'll last, being their age?
Miles.
I believe we average about 6,000 miles a month on our buses, and they generally run for 250,000 miles. So
And I just have one more question, is ARC is selling these, did they replace them? Did they buy new? What are they doing?
ARC's ridership changed. They bought these right at the start of COVID. There's 2019 and 2020. And I don't know the details of it, but their services changed and their ridership changed. They are actually down to using 1 van. And so they no longer have a use for these buses. And that's how we were able to, actually DOT told us about them. They knew that we were looking for buses, and that's how it all came about.
And I guess I have one more question. Because they're selling them to another agency, they don't have to put them up for bid?
They don't have to what?
Put them up for bid?
No, because they were purchased with, these were actually purchased with what's called 5310 grant funding through New York State, DOT and the FTA. And however their processes work, they can be transferred within systems.
Thank you.
You have other questions?
So what's our means, how are we paying for them?
It says on the resolution, or the memorandum of explanation at the bottom.
Other equipment?
Oates is paying for them.
Oates funding,
So Oates itself
Yeah.
is funding these,
right.
correct? And we're going to run their bus system for them. I thank you.
That's our system. Any other questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed, and that's carried.
Thank you.
Crystal was going to explain what the next item that's on the printed agenda is the Oates Bus Shelter, but she was going to postpone
Yeah.
that until our next regular meeting.
In the transition process, Olean had done bus shelters. They're looking for us to do the installation, but there's a memorandum of understanding that the city has asked us to sign. We're going to hold off on that until the next meeting, so we'll take care of it then.
Thank you, sir.
Sure.
Referrals from committees, Human Services, please.
Thank you. The Director of the Office for the Aging, Anita Madison, is requesting permission to fill 4 part-time Meals on Wheels driver positions. In the Office of the Aging, the annual salary is estimated to be between $55,12 with annual benefits. These positions are funded with 20% county, 38% state, and 18% federal, with 24% from other sources, which I believe is contributions. These positions are included in the 2025 budget, and I will move that.
Havia, second.
Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried.
Public Health Director Tyler Shaw is requesting permission to fill 1 full-time Early Intervention Service Coordinator position and all subsequent backfills in the Department of Health. The annual salary of this position is estimated to be between $46,700 and $50,000 with benefits. This position is funded with 12% county, 50% state, and 38% from other sources, and this is included in the 2025 budget, and I will move that.
Patton will second that.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried.
Mr. Shaw is requesting a resolution to accept and appropriate a donation received from Saputo Incorporated for the 2025 budget year. This funding is restricted to a radon model house that will be created for the purposes of performing public education events in conjunction with the BOCES construction class and for the purchase and distribution of radon test kits to county residents, providing them with the ability to identify the presence of radon in the home. The funds should be appropriated as follows, and it is a donation of $2,000, and I will move that.
Demick will second that.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's carried.
Commissioner of Social Services, Don Horn, is requesting permission to fill 2 support investigator positions in the Department of Social Services. The annual salary of each position is estimated to be between $45,000 and $56,000 with benefits. These positions are funded with 66% federal funds and offset by TANF and SN collections and are included in the 2025 budget, and I will move that.
Healy, second.
Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried.
Mr. Horn is requesting permission to fill 1 full-time account clerk typist position in the Department of Social Services and all backfills. The annual salary of this position is estimated to be between $36,000 and $42,000 with benefits. This position is funded with 38% county, 10% state, and 52% federal funds and is included in the 2025 budget, and I will move that.
Patton will second that.
Questions? All in favor? Opposed? Passed.
Mr. Horn is requesting permission to fill 1 full-time caseworker position and all subsequent backfills in the Department of Social Services. The annual salary of this position is estimated between $46,000 and $58,000 with benefits. This position is funded with 35.57% county, 21.89% state, and 42.54% federal funds, and is included in the 2025 budget, and I will move that.
Havia, second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed.
Mr. Horn is requesting permission to fill 1 full-time social welfare examiner position and all subsequent backfills in the Department of Social Services. The annual salary of this position is estimated to be between $40,000 and $48,000 with benefits. This position is funded with 38% county, 10% state, and 52% federal, and is included in the 2025 budget, and I will move that.
Demick will second that.
Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It's passed.
Mr. Horn is requesting a resolution to accept, appropriate, and distribute grant awards that resulted from the New York State Office of Children and Family Services for a Youth Development Fund of $50,494. These awards were previously accepted under Resolution Number 65-25, and he lists the different agencies that will be receiving that money, and I will move that.
Patton will second that.
Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Carried.
Mr. Horn is requesting a resolution to grant award funding that resulted from the New York State Office of Children and Family Services for youth team sports in the amount of $22,818 and youth sports and education opportunity in the amount of $20,000. These awards were previously accepted under Resolution Number 65-25, and he lists the appropriations to the various sports groups in Allegheny County, and I will move that.
Hilly will second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It's carried.
And Mr. Horn is requesting a resolution to accept and appropriate a donation of funds that have been awarded to support the Child Advocacy Center by the Zonta Club of Olean in the amount of $500 and the Olean Portville Lions Club in the amount of $250, and I will move that.
Patton will second it.
Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's carried. We have one from Planning and Economic Development, accept the Employment Training Program. Director Rita Sobek Lynch requesting a resolution to accept and appropriate a donation. Been awarded to help a student pay for tuition by the Allegheny County Area Foundation of $1,475. I will move that.
Ricky, second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
And that's passed. That's all the referrals that I have today. Is there any unfinished business? Any new business? Go to the order.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
I am pleased to announce a legislator-only caucus in the DPW conference room at 1:25. I would, however, like to ask Mr. Boyd to attend, if he would, please.
Anything else for good of the order? Motion to adjourn?
Ricky, move.
Hilly will second.
All in favor?